Pay close attention, my beloved. What you are about to hear is not mere speculation, it is a message of deep concern and celestial urgency. If you believe in divine forces and the unseen hands of angels who guide and protect you, then listen with your heart as well as your mind. There may be someone in your life, perhaps a doctor or someone who wears the cloak of compassion and speaks with the ease of wisdom, who seems at first to be a blessing. Their demeanor might calm your nerves. Their words may feel like a balm to your wounds. They appear kind, attentive, helpful. They know exactly what to say to earn your trust. But remember, not all who smile are friends, and not every healer is pure of heart. The angels want you to see beyond what is visible to the eye, behind the warmth in their voice, and the seemingly selfless actions could lie intentions that are not in alignment with truth or light. There is a possibility that this individual is not acting from a place of integrity, but from a place of hidden desire and unhealthy attachment. They may be enchanted by you, not out of love, but out of an overwhelming urge to possess, to control, to absorb your light for their own purposes. It is entirely natural to feel confused or unsure, especially when the actions of this person appear to be caring on the surface. You may ask yourself, why would someone who seems so supportive do anything to harm me? But the divine sees what you cannot. The angels are trying to warn you because they recognize a dangerous undercurrent beneath this person's presence. You may be standing in a moment where everything seems fine, but beneath the calm surface something is unraveling. Trust that your worries are not without merit. The strange discomfort you feel when you're around this person, the sense that something is off, even if you can name it, those feelings are not imaginary. That is your intuition, that inner voice, gifted to you by a higher realm trying to protect you. Pay attention. You are not alone. No matter how isolating this situation may feel, the divine realm walks with you every step of the way. Something is shifting. A pivotal change is approaching. And though the road ahead may seem shadowed and uncertain, you are being guided. The celestial realm is gently but urgently redirecting your path toward truth, toward safety. The person you think is standing by your side may not have your well-being at heart. What they seek, ISN. Companionship rooted in mutual respect, but dominance disguised as devotion. They admire your soul. They covet your vulnerability. They aren't seeking a meaningful bond. They are attempting to wrap you tightly in their emotional grasp so that others can. Get close enough to see who you truly are and make no mistake. Who you are is remarkable. You shine with a brilliance that this person may seek to dim. They may compliment you often, even excessively, as a way to draw you in. They may flatter your appearance. But ignore your intellect, your spirit, your strength. In doing so, they chip away at the parts of you they can control. This person's goal is not to walk beside you, but to keep you tethered. They may isolate you gradually from friends, family, your sense of self. They disguise their intentions as care. I just want to protect you. Only worry because I love you. But true love doesn't clip your wings. It doesn't watch your every move. It doesn't create fear in the name of affection. These are not acts of devotion. They are tactics of manipulation. The angels are sounding the alarm not to frighten you, but to awaken your awareness. The deeper their influence grows, the harder it may become for you to breathe freely, to think clearly, to trust your own thoughts. What may have begun as simple attentiveness has now morphed into something darker, a fixation rooted in control, not care. Notice how they respond when you assert your independence. Do they encourage you to grow, or do they shrink away, becoming cold or even angry? Do they welcome your connections with others, or do they subtly discourage your relationships outside of them? Control often hides behind a mask of concern. And while at first it may look like protection, it soon becomes a cage. Your angels urge you to observe, to reflect, to see beyond the illusion. Ask yourself, does this person allow you to make your own decisions? Or do they constantly interfere under the guise of helping? Do they build you up or slowly wear you down? Do you feel empowered in their presence or increasingly unsure of yourself? Genuine love never demands. Silence, submission, or self-sacrifice, real affection, respects boundaries, uplifts your individuality, and cherishes your inner voice. This person, however, may seek to silence that voice, replacing it with their own. That is not love, that is possession, and the divine cannot stand by idly. Not now. The cosmos has chosen this moment to intervene too. Reach into your life with clarity and direction. These warnings are not meant to create fear, but to give you the strength to see what is hidden and the power to choose a different path. The universe wants you to reclaim your light. You are being reminded that you deserve joy, that is pure, relationships that nourish rather than drain, and companionship that brings peace, not chaos. You are not broken. You are not alone. And this experience, though painful, is a divine lesson in discernment and self-protection. You are worthy of a love that celebrates your essence. You are entitled to peace, to dignity, to the freedom to live life on your own terms. The angels are guiding you back to yourself, whispering truths that will set you free. They are showing you that even in darkness, you have a light inside that can never be taken, only hidden temporarily. Let me know when you're ready for the conclusion. You may be wondering why such a forceful warning is necessary. You might even feel torn, questioning your perception, your instincts, and even your memories of how this relationship or connection began. That's the nature of emotional manipulation. It causes you to second-guess your reality. But know this. Your sensitivity is not weakness. Your doubts are not signs of paranoia. They are the early stirrings of truth rising to the surface. When the angels see your light being dimmed, when they sense your spirit being siphoned by someone who seeks control rather than connection, they will not remain silent. And neither should you. This person's influence may be subtle at first, spoken softly, draped in charm, cloaked in apparent care. But beneath it lies a hunger for control that, if left unchecked, can consume your sense of self. The signs are there if you dare to look closely. Has your voice grown quieter around them? Have your boundaries become blurred, your confidence shaken? Are you walking on eggshells constantly, questioning if you're being too sensitive or too much? This is not love. This is erasure, and it is not your destiny. True spiritual guidance, docility, requires submission. It requires awakening. The divine doesn't demand that you lose yourself for the sake of another's comfort. Instead, it calls you to reclaim your power, to remember who you were before the influence of this individual seeped into your soul. You are not here to be dominated. You are not meant to be silenced. You were born to be free, radiant, and whole. Remember that not every helping hand is sincere. Some hands are extended only to pull you into dependency. Some smiles are masks for deeper motives. The individual who stands before you may believe they love you, but love without freedom is not love, is obsession dressed as care. The angels see this clearly even when you can. Not they are here now calling you to wake up. Do not be swayed by guilt trips, by constant praise, or by promises that shift with the wind. Look at how this person behaves when they are challenged. Do they honor your choices, or do they retaliate with silence, withdrawal, or anger? Do they encourage your dreams, or do they try to redirect them to suit their needs? You were never meant to live small. You were never created to be molded into someone else's ideal version of you. That kind of love, conditional, possessive, and consuming, is not love at all. It is bondage. And the universe is telling you that your time in this place of spiritual entrapment is coming to an end. The world may try to convince you to stay. Quiet to keep the peace, to avoid making a scene, but the angels urge you to make a stand instead. Your safety, emotional, psychological, and spiritual, comes first. Speak your truth, even if your voice trembles. Walk away, even if your steps are unsteady. You are not walking alone. There is a better path ahead, a path where you are celebrated for your spirit, not just your surface. A life where you are free to love and be loved without manipulation, without fear. The angels are leading you to that future, not because they pity you, but because they honor you. You are sacred, and your story does not end in entrapment. It begins again in strength and clarity and truth. This message, though difficult, is a sacred calling. Rise up, see through the illusions, listen to your soul, and let it lead you to safety, Do not ignore the nudges, the dreams, the whispers of warning. They come from a place higher than any earthly deception. So now take a deep breath, close your eyes, ask yourself without fear, is this love or is this control? Let the answer rise from your gut, untouched by logic or justification. That S, your truth. Honor it. You are being protected even in moments where you feel most vulnerable. The divine has wrapped you in light. Your angels walk beside you, clearing the shadows and calling you back to yourself. You are not lost. You are simply being redirected. And when you step away from this deceptive connection, when you choose clarity over confusion, when you choose yourself, you will not be stepping into loneliness. You will be stepping into freedom, into healing, into truth. Your journey doesn't end here, it begins now. Take the time to reflect, reread this message if you need to. Let it sink into your spirit. If you've felt seen, heard, or strengthened by these words, know that it is not by accident. You were meant to receive this truth at exactly this moment. We invite you to continue walking this path of insight, healing, and inner power. There is more to be revealed, more strength to be uncovered, and more messages to help you reclaim your light. If this message resonated with you and UD, like to stay connected with more guidance like this, please like, subscribe, and share. Someone else may be waiting for this very warning, someone who needs to hear that they are not alone. Let this be the beginning of your freedom. Trust yourself, trust the angels, and most importantly, never forget, you deserve peace, you deserve truth, you deserve love that sets you free.